Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Restoration Mastery TV. If you feel like you're the only person at your company who gives a damn, this one's for you. And welcome back.
Welcome back.
You know, you guys don't oftentimes see, but before we start each moment, each episode, OP is a table banger. For example, now that kind of thing happens at our office every single day. In fact, the office next door to us once came over and they thought that we were sports agents, like Jerry Maguire, show me the money.
Right.
And, we actually got a question from a listener who wrote in, and he was working for a company where he was the sales guy, and he would sell these jobs, and then his techs would go out there, and they would deliver a subpar product, and he felt like he didn't have control. He was the only one that was super passionate about working there. He would get these sales in the door, and then his techs would go out there and screw everything up because they didn't really care. And he said, what do I do? Should I leave my company? Should I try to become a project manager estimator? He didn't know how to handle that situation. That was Will in Chicago that was asking us that question.
Got it. So here's the reality for you as a salesperson, as a manager, or even as an owner is, a salesperson, you can decide to leave for sure. Option one, right? But at the same time, what would make you even more valuable is if you can figure out how to lead the people that you directly influence. Who are they? Whoever it is that you're speaking with, whoever it is that you deal with, whether they're subcontractors, employees, fellow employees that you have to work with to get your end product. If you can figure out how to influence them, and even if it doesn't work out in that company, imagine now what has transpired. Now you take those leadership skills where you can now influence and persuade others onto another company, and now you're going to grow exponentially. And the other flip side is maybe as you learn these techniques, you could actually turn things around. And like it happened with me in the previous company, the owner came to me and said, I don't know what you're doing here, but I love it. And I want you to do this with the rest of my staff. I'm going to give you complete control. And that's what happened. But I took my stuff so serious that I said, this is the way it's got to be. And this is the type of communication I'm going to have with the people that are closest to me that impact my product.
So what OP is saying here, if you can come up with an idea like that, you'd make a lot of money and you'd be very profitable. Yeah. But you're in luck. You're watching Restoration Mastery TV.
Right.
Where we give you the ideas. And so we are going to give you an idea that we actually utilize in our company. And we learned this, again, from one of our favorite organizations in the world, the Ritz Carlton.
Yeah.
When you go to the Ritz Carlton, every single member of their staff is emotionally engaged in their job. These people, you go in there and it's a very cult-like environment. They're so passionate about what they do. Whether you're visiting with a chef or the manager of the hotel, they are 100% convinced that they are working for the best organization on earth. It's not about money, it's about emotional engagement. And one of the things that the Ritz does to build that kind of engagement in their staff is holding a meeting that they call the daily lineup. In the Ritz, the daily lineup consists of every manager and worker working on a given shift, the day shift or the night shift, and as they begin their day, they come in for one meeting. And in that meeting, they go over a few elements. One of their service values, they give an opportunity for recognition, they share some motivational quotes, and then they talk about things that are going on in the hotel, current VIPs that might be staying with them, and other such matters on their agenda.
Like when Tim shows up,
exactly.
They know
you say,
the Bauer man is here.
Exactly. Watch out for the guy in room 306. He's into some weird ass shit. There's a lot of things that happen in those meetings, but the point is that they get connected and they get engaged. So how do we bring this in? Well, you probably have field staff that are out working. You might have technicians that you haven't seen in months because they're so busy, and that's a great problem to have. But when they are out of the office as often as they are, they will sometimes feel disengaged from the rest of the staff.
Right.
By holding this conference call as they begin their day every single morning, you can control the way that they're feeling. There's this great study that just came out from the Harvard Business Review that basically said that whatever attitude an employee starts their day with, they tend to take it throughout their morning and throughout their afternoon. Now, you have two choices as a leader or a business owner in your organization. If Susie had a fight with her boyfriend as she was on the way into the office that morning, you can let her keep that jaded chip on her shoulder for the entire day, maybe end up cussing out one of your customers or beating a coworker, or you can take it upon yourself to control Susie's attitude, to control Freddie's attitude, to control Will, maybe yourself, your attitude.
Yeah.
By having this kind of meeting where you share uplifting and inspirational thoughts every morning.
And if you've been in the industry long enough, like me, you probably say to yourself, like I did, screw that stuff. Like, why do I have to motivate someone to show up? And, I have to keep reminding them, leave your baggage at the door, right? Everyone has issues. We all do in our personal life. Unfortunately, we're human beings, and we come with faults. And so as we show up in the morning, no one really knows what I've been through that night before. And so I say to myself, or I said to myself early on, is like, hey, you know what? Check your attitude at the door. Whatever happened at home, leave it at home. It's game time, and it's business here. And that worked for some people. But for others, so let's put it this way. Now that you know that you have the ability to persuade and influence the people around you, why would you not do it? Why would you not do it? So every morning we actually get together on a conference call, and our job is to influence, motivate, persuade our staff to have a positive outlook. In addition, we're doing some training sessions, we're educating, we're laughing oftentimes, and it's a fun environment. And so that sets a tone for the day. And we do that every day, every single day. And as we share this with other restoration companies, they can't understand the commitment level that we have to actually do that. But for us, it's so important because we know that the culture of our company really is our brand. It really is. That's what sets us apart from everyone else.
All right, so OP, if people are watching this, disaster restoration business owners, executives, salespeople, they're saying, how do I bring this back to my business? What do I do? What would you say?
So here's what we can do, Tim. Why don't we do this? Why don't we allow the viewers, the first 15 of you that respond, let's get you in on our conference call, right? So you can actually hear what goes on. We'll keep you anonymous.
Just one time.
Yeah, we've never done this, but I love the idea. What do you think?
I'm down.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So you guys, the first 15 people to actually email Tim. You'll email Tim at tim@restorationmastery.com and subject line conference call. How's that?
Yep.
All right?
Conference call.
And so let's get you guys in, and you guys can get a feel for the environment, for the culture that we actually put together.
Yeah, we'll record the call for you and send it to you after we're done so you can listen to it after the fact and bring the format home and use it. And we'd love to help you guys design your own as well. If after the call you want some more help, hit us up. So by transforming the morale, I think that what you're going to find is that you're going to be able to create an incredible service experience for your customers. You're going to have emotionally engaged coworkers, maybe for the first time in your entire life. People love stealing our employees because they're the happiest people on earth, but they leave us and they lose that happiness. And that's because we bring that secret sauce every single day, and we want to teach you how to do the same. So we hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and we really look forward to hearing from you and seeing you on one of our conference calls in the future. tim@restorationmastery.com. Send me subject line conference call, and we'll get you on.
Let's do it.
First 15, sign up now.